We go to 6.2b, where now you will sketch a graph with this form, a sin bx plus c, and also for your cos and tangent. So your a is the amplitude, okay, amplitude, and then your b is your period, b is your period. That means one complete cycle is your period, and then for your c, it is your y-intercept. Okay, this a, b, and c will change. It's constant and it will change. So for this part, I will teach about period. About the b. What happened when we change the b? Okay, your basic graph is like this. Y equals sin x. But what happened? What will be the graph will be like if I change it into sin 2x? This is your b. It become 2 now. Okay, for this one, we will draw the basic graph first. We do the basic graph first. Okay, that is your y equal sine x. Okay, so for y equal sine x, we'll draw for angle. Your x will be between 0 and 360. Okay, you draw the y-axis and also the x-axis, and this is 360. You divide into 4 parts. This is 90, 180, 270. Okay, so for sine graph, you'll start with 0 here. You'll start from 0 here, and then it will be like this. Remember the S shape, this one, and stop here. I'll start with this one here, and the complete cycle will stop here. It will stop here. And this is called your period. This is called your period with one complete cycle. That is this one, one complete cycle at 360 degree. And this one, for the basic graph, the maximum value is 1 and the minimum value is -1. That means the connection with 90 and 1, this one is, that means sine 90, it will be equal 1. For this one, sine 270 will be -1. That's the meaning. So for 180, sine 180 will be 0. Sine 360 also will be 0. Another one is this one. Sine 0 will be 0. Okay, so remember, one complete cycle for sine graph is 360. It is 360. Okay, now we go to how to draw the sine 2x when your b is 2. So remember, one complete cycle is 360. So how to calculate your period? You want to know what is the period for one complete cycle. So 360, you divide by your b. Your b is 2 here. So you'll get 180. So meaning your period 180. In 180, you will have 180 here. You will have one complete cycle. So let's draw the graph. Okay, this is your y-axis. this is your x. So this is 360, 180, 90, and 270. Okay, remember 180 is your complete cycle here. 180. So to make one complete cycle, we start with 1 here. You start 0. For sine graph, you start with 0. So it will be like this lah. Okay. Complete cycle is up to that only. Yeah. So this one is 0. Okay, this is one period. This is the period lah. The period is 100, 180. So because our x is from 0 to 360, so we continue this graph. We add another cycle. So another cycle will be like this and stop here. So you have actually what do you have? You have 2 complete cycle. That means this is another period lah. Okay, so this is the graph. It become compressed. Yeah, it become compressed compared to the first one, the basic graph. Okay, now we go to y equal sine 0.5x or sine 1/2x. So for this one, you must find the period first. The period, you want to know what is the period for one complete cycle. So 360 you divide by 0.5, you'll get 720. So the complete cycle will be in the angle 0 to 720. Yeah. So how to draw it? Okay. So maybe longer lah your x, because 720 already. 720. So middle will be 360, and then another middle here is 180. Here is 440. So your complete cycle we start from 0. So this is, it will be like this lah. Okay, one complete cycle. So this is 1, and still the same. Your amplitude will still the same, -1. So your complete cycle will be here. This is your period. So your period is 720. Yeah. So one complete cycle. What do you see of your cycle? The size, it expand. Yeah. It's expanded when your p become less than 1. So when your b become more than 1, it will compress. Okay, now let's sketch the graph for y equal a cos, cos bx plus c, but we concentrate on the changes of b only. Y equal cos 2x. Okay. So first we will draw the graph for the basic graph first, cos x. Okay, so this is your y-axis, this is your x. So 360 here, divide into 4 parts. Yeah, this is 180, this is 90, this is 270. Okay, for cos graph, you'll start with here 1. Okay, you'll start here and you'll pass through your 90, and then it'll be like this. Yeah. Okay, so here your minimum value will be -1, and your 360, the value also will be 1. Yeah, so class, your complete cycle here is, this is your complete cycle. One complete cycle is start from, you see, what does it mean by complete cycle? It start with 1 here, and it move and stop also here at 1. So that is the meaning of complete cycle. So this is the period. This is the period. Now we want to see if the graph, if this, it become y equal cos 2x, yeah, cos 2x. So y equal cos 2x, yeah. So the graph will be like this. This is your x, this is your y. So 360 here, you divide into 4 parts again, 180, 90, 270. So first you have to find the period lah. You find the period, you know the formula. One complete cycle is 360. You divide with your b. Your b is 2, so you have 180. 180 meaning you have one complete cycle. For 180, you will have one complete cycle here. Yeah. Okay, but this is 180. So for that one, this one, you will have one complete cycle here. Yeah. Okay. This is 1. This is 1, and this is negative 1. So another, because we want to complete the graph, because x is in between 0 to 360, so we continue lah. We continue the graph. So it will be like this lah. Okay, this is your 360. Yeah. So this is your one complete cycle. This is your period, and your period is 180 for one complete cycle. Another period is this one. So what do you have? You have 2. Yeah, if it is y equal cos 2x, you have 2 complete cycle. That means for 360 here, 180, you will have like this, 1 and then 2, and then this one you can make it in one curve. Yeah, so that's it. Now we move to what about your y, your cos, your b is 0.5x. Okay, so first you must find what is the period. Yeah, the period is 360. You divide with your b, so you will get 270 degree. So in 270 degree, you will have one complete cycle. So you can imagine it should be like this lah. The graph should be like this. Yeah. Okay. Let's draw the graph. Okay, this is your y. Okay, it will be longer lah. X 270. So this is 360. Divide it again. This is 180. 540. So we want to have one complete cycle up to here. It will be, this was 1. Oh, yes, yeah. Also 1. So this is negative 1, your minimum value. There you are. So what do you have here? What happened to your graph? It has expanded. So when your b become less than 1, it expand. When your B is more than 1, it compress. The graph compress. Yeah, it become compress here. It become two cycle already, but smaller cycle lah. Yeah, so that's it. This is what you learn today, yeah, for your course. Okay, now we do the graph for y, a tangent bx plus c, and we just concentrate on the b, the changes of b, tangent to x. Okay, tangent to x. But before that, we must do the basic graph first before we can draw this one. Okay, so we draw y equal tangent x first. Okay, your graph will be like this. That is your y axis, this is your x axis. Okay, so 360 you divide into 4 parts. This is 180, 90, 270. And remember, there is one line here that cannot be touched by the graph. Yeah, 90 and 270. Okay, why? Because tangent 90 is infinity, and also tangent 270 it's undefined. You cannot find the value. It's maths error. So to draw the graph, we'll start with 0 here. Start with 0. So start with 0. The graph will move up. Yeah, move up here, and then it will not touch 90. Then from 90, it will move again up and stop here at 180. So this is what you call a complete cycle. Yeah, from here. This is what you call a complete cycle. It's the period, yeah, for tangent. But because the graph is from 0 to 360, so we continue to draw the graph lah. Yeah. So from 180, it will move up here, and then it will not touch 270. Yeah. And from 270, it will move, and then it will stop at 360. So actually this is another complete cycle. Yeah, this is another period. So you have 2 cycles for tangent x. Yeah. So this is the basic graph. You have to remember the 90 and 270 is the infinity line. Okay, now with that knowledge, we can do tangent 2x. Yeah. So before you can draw, you must find the period first. The period is, because one complete cycle is 180 for tangent, so 180 you have to divide by your b here 2. So your period is 90 degree. So in 90 degree, the angle 90, you will have one complete cycle like that. Yeah. Okay. So let's draw the graph. This one. This is your x. So this is 360. We divide into 4 parts. This is 180, 90, 270. And because 90 is the 90 is the one complete cycle. So from 90, from 90 here, there will be one cycle. Yeah. So you have to find the center line. The center line here, the infinity line. Yeah, the infinity line. So your graph will be like this. From 0 here, it will move, but it will not touch the infinity line. The infinity line actually is, the value is 40, 45. Yeah. And then from 45, it will move up and stop at 90. So this is, you call one complete cycle. Okay, so the graph will continue because we want to draw from 0 to 360. So we'll continue, but before that, let me do the center first. Every here, you'll have one center where you have that infinity line. Infinity line. And this is called asymptote. Asymptote. Yeah, it is called as asymptote. Yeah, the infinity line. Okay, the value you just 90 plus 45 is 135 here. This one 180 plus 45 is 225. 270 plus 45 is 315. Okay, this is where the value is infinity. For tangent 135, 225, 315, 45 is infinity. So we continue to draw the graph. Okay, this one from here will move up, but it will not touch 135. From 135 move up, it will not touch 135. Stop there, and then we continue here. Okay, it should be straight line. And from 225 it will go up and will not touch 315. From 315 stop here. So this is the graph lah. Clear this one first. Okay, so what we have here, how many periods we have, how many cycle? Wow, we have 4 complete cycle actually. This is the second one, and this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 complete cycles. So we have 4 periods over there. Okay, so this is for tangent 2x. Yeah. So now we can move to tangent 0.5x. So first period will be 180. Remember, tangent, you want to find the period is 180 divided by your b. Okay, not 360, 180. So this one, you'll get the period is 360 degree. So we will draw the graph. You know that in 360, you can imagine already lah. In 360, you'll have a complete cycle like that. Okay, this is what you imagine. So we try to sketch it. X, y, this is your x. Okay, so this is 360. So you find the center, the asymptote where the infinity line is. So you just draw from 0, move up, don't touch the 180 lah. This one is actually 180. And then from 180, you'll move up to 360. Move up to 360. So this is the graph for tangent. Once again, you can see it expanded. Yeah, when your b is less than 1, you have a bigger cycle. And if your b is when your b is more than 1, your cycles, your graph will be compressed. Will be compressed. It becomes smaller. The cycle become smaller. Okay, so I hope you can understand now your tangent graph. This is the normal graph. Yeah, the shape is like this. And then when tangent to x, this is the graph. Tangent to x, it's compressed. And for tangent 0.5, it is expanded. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. I hope you can understand. The important thing is about you must understand what's the meaning of period. Yeah, period is one complete cycle. Yeah. Okay.